Tamers. So today we're gonna check the new announcement. There's gonna be a new banner tomorrow, and let's see if it's gonna be worth the rubies that you want to spend or you have, or is it better to actually focus on the other banner. So we're gonna compare this banner to Apocalypse banner and Susanamon and Lucemon banner. So first off, let's check out Rasenmon GM. So it's Gecko mode. And here are, where is it? Here are the stats. So Rasenmon main skill is quite unique for now. Deals 160% damage to random enemies 4 times. Though the 4 damage or 4 times applicable to a single target. So I'm not sure how that does work. I'm assuming that as long as your single target is alive, that will consume all the 4 hits. So it increases own critical rate by 30%. So it's quite selfish. It only increased the critical rate by 30% for himself. And as for the sub skill, hits 2 enemies, inflict error to 2 enemy targets, 40% chance. So it's quite low. I don't really like this. And aside from the low targets, it's kind of makes me think twice. However, the stats are good. It's almost like an Ultra Digimon. So this is, I believe, is a Mega Digimon only. Yep, it's a Mega Digimon only. But looking at it, its stats, it's looking like Ultra Digimon. So 9,383 HP. So that's high. I think second to Apocalypse and 4,216 power. Quite average for an Ultra. I think it's almost similar to Omegamon. And Def, quite average as well. I think above average than most of the Megas. Speed, yeah, pretty much the same. So let's move on to the next Digimon. So the next Digimon is Leviamon, another Mega Digimon. So the main skill, decrease 3 enemy deaths by 30%. So that's not great as well because there are Digimons who can actually decrease death by 40% already. And aside from that, Lucemon SM does decrease death by 40% for the passive alone. So it inflicts sleep, but only at 40% chance. So that's also low. It's not looking good for this banner. So subskill, 320% damage to a single enemy. Single. I don't like single targets. It usually fails. And decrease the block rate of death allies by 40%. So yeah, even the block rate, though it's 40%, it's still not that great because it only targets death allies. So Skullgravemon is even better. And even the passive skill, the death of death allies by 30%, that's even lower than Skullgravemon. Skullgravemon increased 40% all allies and 40% block rate, all allies as well, just for the passive. So it's not looking good, especially the stats. This is not worth it. 6,638. This is pretty average for Mega Digimons right now. I want to go with the power, def, speed. I think def is even kind of low, below average. Who else can we get in this banner? So there's Paildramon. If you didn't get Paildramon in the previous events, then maybe now's the chance. If you want Paildramon, I actually use him in Underworld. But aside from that, I don't use him anywhere else. Next is Selfie. So the only thing I like about Selfie is the passive. This also can be useful in Underworld because I'm using Lucemon, and this is a good combo for Lucemon because passive is allowing death allies to reduce cool time after using a skill by 30%. So that's good. So if again the stats HP is quite low, quite easy to kill as well in Underworld. So still questionable. You only want that effect. Maybe with plugins, you can actually make it more survivable. But yeah, aside from that, that's it. So yeah, that's it for the banner. Now we can check how does it compare to the other banners. So for me, this is gonna be my priority. This is just for me. You can actually try to get it if you have lots of rubies. But for me, I'd prioritize first Apocalypse. So Apocalypse banner is still the best for both the featured Digimon. So you can get Apocalypse, the current meta Digimon for me, and Skull Greymon. So this, like I mentioned, this is even better than the Leviamon that was mentioned earlier because of the passive skill, and even the other skills actually is even better. More targets, more effects, more defensive effects. So yeah, I choose this one. Then for the next banner that I choose is this one. So my target here is actually, it's better to get Leviamon SM. Then the bonus here is Susanamon. So in terms of damage, maybe if you got Leviamon SM already, you can skip Susanamon and try to get Rasenmon GM. But for me, I'd rather prefer Susanamon over Rasenmon GM simply because the skills of Susanamon is still better in terms of target. Sub-skill targets 4, main skill targets 3 enemies. And this quite works well with Apocalypse because Apocalypse main skill removes buffs for enemies and inflict blind. And once the enemies are blinded, then you can see here that Susanamon deals 3 times the damage for those who are inflicted with status ailments. So that's a good combination already. I usually do Apocalypse main skill first, then I use whichever skill of Susanamon. So either way, I use Susanamon after Apocalypse in Battle Park, and it's really a heavy hitter. Leviamon SM is good for all parts of the game: Clash Battle, Underworld, and Battle Park. So we're not gonna compare this one because this will end tomorrow. So this will be the banner that's gonna be replaced by Rasenmon GM banner. So basically that's it. So for the video now, pass or pull. You can pull, but as I mentioned, prioritize Apocalypse, Skull Greymon, then Leviamon, then Susanamon if you want. Then maybe that's when you can try Rasenmon GM. So I think that's the optimal way of doing things. Besides, Rasenmon GM is gonna be around for another 30 days until August 31. So you have time to decide if there's no new banner out till then. So let me know, guys, what you think. Are you gonna summon Rasenmon GM? Did you get all the necessary Digimons in the? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.